Incel is an abbreviated term often used in an anti-MGTOW context, which means involuntary celibate. The idea is that these men aren't having sex simply because they can't, not because they choose to. The most common reasons given are that such men are low on the sexual market value, lack the necessary social skills to attract women, are too ugly, don't have enough money or a good job, live in their mom's basement playing video games all day, have some kind of mental disorder anywhere from anxiety to low confidence or even the autism spectrum. The list goes on. In this video, I am examining the key aspect of the incel debate, namely, what does involuntary really mean? One thing about human nature is that we like to project. According to Psychology Today, projection is, quote, the process of displacing one's feelings onto another person. The term is most commonly used to describe defensive projection, attributing one's own unacceptable urges onto another, end quote. A common example of projection would be when a liar doesn't trust anyone else. Because the liar is himself dishonest, he accuses everyone else of being like this, so he will always assume others aren't being honest with him. In the old days, they used to say this is the pot calling the kettle black. I believe this psychological principle might be at work when someone calls a MGTOW an incel. How is this so? Typically, we see pickup artists, players, or flat-out blue pillars throw this label at someone they see as a MGTOW monk. In their minds, because most of their time and energy is spent either chasing tail or doing things which increase their odds of getting tail, they assume all other men are doing the same. So, they reason, if a guy isn't getting any, it's because he's a failure, and women simply aren't interested. Is this true for some? I'm sure it is. There are most definitely men under the MGTOW title who want to be succeeding with women, but aren't. I would just question the percent. I, for one, don't fall into this group. For most of my life, including the present time, I've had steady interest from women. Not saying I'm an alpha stud with ladies literally throwing themselves at me, but I have plenty of opportunities. However, from afar it could appear that I'm an incel because I don't reciprocate or pursue these women if and when they show interest. It's a short-lived, flirty kind of thing that quickly dies out once they realize I'm not going along with the whole song and dance or the usual progression. Incel? It depends on how you look at it. As the old saying goes, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Are men like me incels because we really do lack game? Or are we incels because we don't play the game? If the latter is true, then we need to drop the word involuntary altogether. Another angle to consider with this debate is, put yourself in the mind of a true incel. For the moment, let's hypothetically assume it's real. You desperately want attention from girls, but aren't getting any. Now, what group would you choose to associate with? Group A is the dating coach websites, pickup artists, alpha male training sessions, or Group B is MGTOW monks. To say Group B would be to imply that a drug addict is most likely to walk into a rehab center, rather than a crack house. These female-thirsty men will do everything they can to up their game, not quench their biological urges and practice discipline or the true MGTOW lifestyle. Not all celibates are involuntary. Some men actually find meaningful pursuits in life other than women, as hard as it is to fathom for MGTOW critics. But let's not give any ammunition to them. We shouldn't make video after video about women. This is what I'm shooting for, in my channel at least. That's all I have for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already.